All right, let's jump into it. Homeownership. It used to be the gold standard of success, right? But these days, it's starting to feel more like a golden trap.
Exactly. The golden cuffs metaphor is spot on. You think you're buying freedom, stability, but you end up chained to a mortgage, rising maintenance costs, property taxes, and let's not forget lifestyle immobility.
Yeah, and people forget owning a home doesn't mean you're financially ahead. In many cases, you're just locked into a depreciating lifestyle asset. You're pouring money into something that may not even outpace inflation when adjusted for all the hidden costs.
Right. And let's be real. Most people aren't buying a house purely for logical reasons. They're buying into a story, a narrative. That emotional premium you mentioned, that's the silent part of the price tag. It's like paying for a diamond, not because of its utility, but because of what it represents.
That's such a good point. And the emotional premium isn't even yours, it's the seller's. They see the nursery they painted, the holidays they hosted, and they bake all that sentiment into the asking price. But you're the one footing the bill.
And meanwhile, the market plays along. Prices are inflated, but buyers get FOMO. They panic buy, overbid, and justify it with, well, it's an investment. But is it? In most markets, especially right now, the numbers don't back that up.
Absolutely. I mean, we're talking about markets where prices have doubled or tripled in under a decade. Income barely moved. At that point, it's not an investment, it's speculation. And speculation with leverage, at that.
Let's not forget liquidity risk. Try selling your home fast when the market turns. It's not like selling stocks. It's a long, slow, stressful process. And you might even have to sell at a loss.
And we haven't even touched on opportunity cost. That massive down payment could have been invested. The monthly maintenance and taxes could have gone into a diversified portfolio. The returns there might not be glamorous, but at least they're liquid and flexible.
Plus, mobility. Want to take a job in a new city? Tough luck. You've got a house to sell, and possibly at the worst time. People end up making life decisions based on their house, not what's best for them.
That's the irony. A house is supposed to give you security, but for a lot of people, it just adds anxiety. Every market dip, every roof repair, every interest rate hike, it's a source of stress.
And speaking of interest rates, with rates where they are now, monthly payments are absurd. You're paying nearly double what someone paid just a few years ago for the same house, simply because of interest.
Exactly. And yet, people are still lining up to buy. Why? Because of societal pressure, outdated beliefs, and that fear of being left behind.
Yeah, it's wild. It's like buying a $1,000 steak because everyone says it's the best. Except the steak is cold, the chef's gone, and there's no refund.
Haha, exactly. So, the big takeaway here, don't fall in love with the dream. Run the math. Ask yourself, does this house actually serve me or am I just serving it?
And if you already own one and the price is flying high, maybe now's the time to get out while the illusion still holds. Before the market reminds everyone that houses go down too.
Because at the end of the day, shelter is a need. But buying a house in this market, that's often a want pretending to be a need with a very expensive costume.
Couldn't have said it better. So here's a question for our listeners to chew on. If you had to start over today, knowing everything you now know, would you still buy?
Or better yet, what would freedom look like if you weren't tied to four walls and a mortgage?